What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Game 3 of the Global Basketball Pro Review. Derek Sloan alongside Casey Rusnick. Casey, saw some great action thus far, and today being the final day of the tournament, we know we just saw the championship point streak winning 2 in a row, actually 3 in a row from carrying over from last season. What impressed you the most about point streak last game?
Well, we actually got point streak playing right here. Lewis
Oh,
Lofton
correction.
switched to Barcelona,
Yeah.
but Barcelona, I think the thing that impressed about me is just every player contributed in that game for them, and they're able to overcome the Avia Jets. This is for the third place game right here.
Okay.
Point streak and Southern Stars. We've got point streak in white for you, going from left to right on your screen.
Thanks for that save, Casey. Would have had the wrong team name the whole time. So
Southern Stars in the black going from right to left.
Absolutely. Solsley with the basketball. Swinging over on the wing. Comes the high screen. And an illegal screen right out the gate. Looks like number 12, Gerald Deva, the 6'8 forward. Switching over to 10-minute quarters this afternoon, so the games are picking up a little bit of the pace.
Guys are pretty fatigued here. I mean, this is game number 23 of
Wow.
this tournament.
Which means you've called just about most of those.
My voice is getting tired.
Yeah. So Raming with the basketball, who we believe may have just been acquired in the roster due to the fact that he was basically just added. So he gets right to the hole just like that and for a possible and one opportunity.
Dario Rami, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, for the N1.
Free throw up by Raming, and he converts a three-point play. So a quick 3-0 lead right out the gate for point streak. Oh, great move all the way to the basket off the mark by Parker, but offensive rebound. Great block by number 5, Boyce, running the break. Nice pull-up jump shot off the mark. Defensive rebound corralled by number 4, Duger. And they're pushing down in transition. Looks like hot potato, nobody really able to hold on to the basketball there. So now, point streak now with it, slowing the pace is Monday. Now back over to Raming. Raming uses a double screen, but gets caught up, picks up his dribble. So Johnson with it. 2 on the shot clock, puts up a jumper off the mark. Defensive rebound corralled by the Stars. Great, all the way to the basket. Great assist by Hosley. Believe the finish was number 10, Parker.
Deion Parker has had a lot of those great finishes in this tournament. He really gets to the bucket well.
Absolutely. And a turnover right here for point streak. They got to be careful here, treading in dangerous waters as the Southern Stars lost a tough one yesterday with their coach also being ejected, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm sure they're trying to look for a victory this afternoon and have some talented players on both sides.
Yeah, I mean, Will David on that call picked up 2 technical fouls over there. The coaches are into this game. Believe me, it's heated.
The intensity's definitely there, and both sides. Coaches looking for better opportunity as well. 3-point at the top of the key is buried by number 3, Hosley. Oh, and a turnover. Hosley gets it. A little bit of a dump pass, but they're able to recover and all the way to the basket for a nice finish. Ring roll finish, number 4, Duger. So 7-3, Southern Stars out to a quick lead. Looks like a foul is going to be called. On Southern Stars. So Rami taking it sideline, gets it in to number 0, Tate. Great movement for point streak. 5 on the shot clock. Great pass underneath. Ooh, Nearham one opportunity. Number 2, Cordarius Johnson draws the foul. He's going to go to the line for 2. So as we've seen, Casey, a lot of teams obviously trying to get to the hole, trying to draw contact. I think that's where some teams could even win games from the charity stripe, and I think that's been proven throughout several games of this tournament.
Yeah, rims are pretty bouncy here at the Doolittle Center, so best thing to do to try to go inside and lay it off the glass and in. The three-pointers and free throws like that one right there have been going off the mark pretty frequently.
Yeah, as the first one is off the mark. for a point streak. Second one's up, and it is Mary. So 0 for 2 is number 2, Johnson. So now Parker with it for the Southern Stars. Great talk by Point Streak on the defensive side of things. All the way in the paint, backing down. Oh, great move. Number 4, Mitchell Emilio, using the backboard, and nearly takes it away. Oh, and another foul, so it looks like Johnson's going to go to the line back for 2, and we've seen that already, Casey. A lot of guys, like I said, running up and down. Kind of sloppy play, it seems, in regards to handling the basketball. Southern Stars, if they could just hold on to a couple of those near steals, they would have easy transition buckets.
Yeah, that was Dario Rami. Almost turned things over for Point Streak, but a good play to recover there and get one inside for Cordarius Johnson.
Johnson nails the first. Once again, everybody, Derek Splone, Casey Rusnick here. Game 3 on the last day of the Global Basketball Summer League. Interviews and content and even post-streaming of this game will be up on the Global Basketball website as Johnson nails the second. Also follow the Instagram page at Global Basketball. So Olsley with the basketball here. Looking in the post, and they do. Duger goes up and can't finish, but he's going to go to line for a pair as well. So we've already seen the Southern Stars mentality is trying to feed it into the post because they believe they have an advantage, which they do have some bodies down there, good-sized players down there that could go to work.
Yeah, and again, the going inside has proved to be pretty effective in this tournament. Some teams don't quite have the big men able to compete down there.
Right. Stuger knocks down the first. Yeah, not in a lot of these teams and the whole thing have like a true rim protector. So I think that's been one of the huge keys for why a lot of points in the paint has been scored throughout all games. So Duger split a pair. Now here, nice. Oh, reverse, but it's just off the mark for number 5, Boyce. So now the Southern Stars running and stolen away by Raming, and then stolen right back by Hosley. And a pull-up jumper at perimeter is nailed by number 12, Deva. Now Raming with the basketball for Point Streak. Nice curl off the screen all the way to the basket. Can't finish again. Number 5, Boyce. Oh, nice drive all the way to the basket. And it's up for either team to make a layup right now. But now Raming with it, and they have a chance to they have numbers. Oh, looks like a blocking. Blocking foul is going to be called.
Southern Stars can't believe it, but Joe Duvall called for the foul, and I think the reason being, even though he didn't leave his feet, did make contact in the restricted area.
Yeah, it looked like he did his best to just keep his hands up, but it's tough when the body's going right into it. It's tough to see the movement, and obviously it kind of forced Duvall to move his feet and possibly put his hands down, which is why that foul would have been called. But still, Point Streak's having trouble converting from the free throw line early, and it's almost like ball doesn't lie mentality, as it looks like number 5, Boyce, splits a pair. So now Hosley with the basketball. Just crosses the half-court line. Uses the screen, rolls off to his left. Pull-up jumper is nailed. Great shot by Brandon Hosley using the screen. But they don't get back in transition, and an easy lay-in by number 0, DeJuan Tate. 14-8 here. Just a little over 5 minutes left in this first period. And they go back into the post where they've had success thus far. Oh, great dump pass. And what a move. Big man move by number 4, Duger. (16-8) here, Southern Stars on top. Wow, nearly stolen away right off the bat, but number 5, Boyce, able to lay it in off the right side.
Great pass from Johnson. called on Ralph Monday there.
Looks like whole new some subs rather. CJ Trotter getting his first action of the afternoon, along with number 11 Turner, and it looks like number 1 McAfee. So they get into Turner. They go back right, try to get into the post. It looks like another foul is going to be called. This one looks like it's going to be called on DeJuan Tate. So Trotter inbounding the sideline out of bounds. Gets it into the hands of Parker. Back over to Trotter. Trotter for a deep three is off the mark. Defensive rebound corralled by Raming. So Raming trying to push it all the way to the basket. Can't finish, but an offensive rebound corralled, and laying is off the mark by Boyce. So Trotter recovers. Ooh, tough call there, but it looks like number 10 of the Southern Stars, Parker, is going to go to the line. But I think an interesting thing, Casey, that I've seen in regards to Trotter is he's not getting that immense playing time that he was, I feel, in regards to how he was in the international division, where I think we could both agree he was probably one of the best scorers in that international pro division.
Yeah, a real pure shooter in that international division. Got a lot of points on the board, but competition a little bit stiffer here on a little bit better team talent-wise, and got to make adjustments out there.
Absolutely. As the first free throw is buried by Parker. He's got another one coming. 17-10 Southern Stars with 4:12 remaining in this first quarter action. And Parker buries both. So Johnson with it, trying to penetrate all the way to the basket. Would have found a wide open Boyce underneath, but it looks like a foul is going to be called. Sideline out of bounds, looks like Raming inbound it. They'll get it into Johnson. Oh, wow, nice pump fake off the mark by number 0 Tate, but offensive rebound corralled by Monday. Now Raming's going to try a deep three. Off the mark, defensive rebound corralled by McAfee, and they're running the break. Now into the hands of Trotter. Trotter all the way to the basket, nice move, but can't finish. Rebound Tate, nearly thrown away there. Now another three-point opportunity is buried by number 2 Johnson. 18-13 here, just under 3.5 minutes left in this first quarter.
Great start for Johnson. The rest of his team just needs to pick it up behind him.
Absolutely. Great penetration all the way to the basket. Wow, number 10, DeJuan Parker, 6'6" guard. Now Boyce with it. Little perimeter jump shot off the mark. Now the Southern Stars 2-on-2 opportunity. Oh, nearly crossed over, but Boyce able to get there. Now Raming with it, and he'll finish off the left side glass. 20-15 here, just under 3 minutes.
Point streak, clawing their way back into this game after a rough start.
Now looking back to the post, Stars. Oh, great defense by Johnson, and he saves it into Raming. Wow. Raming's going to go up in a charge. Right place at the right time. Looks like number 10, Parker, took that charge. Raming a little bit out of control there, but had he made that and a blocking foul would have been called, momentum would have shifted tremendously.
Yeah, but Parker well outside the restricted area as we go to a timeout on the floor.
And we're back here out of the timeout. Derek Splone, Casey Ruznick here. Game 3 of the Global Basketball Pro Review on the final day. as the Southern Stars are leading point streak, 20-15. Pull-up jump shot right out of the timeout. Number 1, McAfee, off the mark. Looks like Peters checked in for point streak after that timeout. He's guarded closely by Trotter. Now they're looking into the post. Oh, nice turnaround by Granado, but can't finish. Granado, one of the only true centers, I guess you could say, in regards to height in this tournament.
Yeah, not a whole lot of good fives in this one. Dabney's the only one that comes to mind as that ball is stuck on the side of the rim there.
Yeah, as you were saying, just not a lot of post players. We haven't really seen much. I think we saw some in the international division, but I've rarely seen any that are true centers in regards to literally clogging, forcing double teams and defenders to clog the paint and looking for the outside shooters. Normally that's what would occur, but so definitely some development things for all guys in regards to the 4 or 5 spots here.
A jump ball at center court when the ball gets stuck like that, for you basketball trivia fans.
So Trotter recovers it for the Southern Stars after that tip. Oh, Trotter's going to pull up 3 off the mark, but offensive rebound. Great hustle by number 12, Deval, but he couldn't finish. He's been all over the place for the Stars. Oh, hits the side of the basket is number 2, Johnson, for a point streak.
He's been playing a pretty good game there, but that shot, boy, leaked off his hand to the right there. Maybe some sweat on his hands or something.
Looks like he left his feet a little bit too early as well, kind of just trying to put up a shot regardless. So 20-15 here, 90 seconds left in this first quarter action. Point streak up top. Oh, nice. Wide open Trotter. Left side corner is off the mark. Offensive rebound again for the Southern Stars. Wow, they're killing on the boards.
Sean Morgan get into that one.
Great scramble. The point streak somehow comes up with it. Nearly stolen again.
Cordarius Johnson on the scramble. He's got it back.
Johnson has all the way to the basket, and he finishes. Nice finger roll. Rolls around the rim for number 2, Cordarius Johnson. Cuts the deficit to 3 here. Just approaching 50 seconds left in this first quarter. Gaffey with it. Granado came up high to try to double team. McAfee's going to throw up a floater off the mark. Near offensive rebound again for Deval. The point streak's going to come up with it. Looks like Peters. And it looks like a foul is going to be underneath off the ball on number 12, Deval. And as we mentioned earlier, Deval's everywhere, it seems, for the Southern Stars, and they definitely have a large rebound margin, that's particularly on the offensive side as well.
Yeah, Deval for the Southern Stars. Cordarius Johnson for point streak, off to a really good start here with a little time left to the first quarter.
So ball's inbounded to Monday. Now into the hands of Johnson here. 10 on the shot clock. Point streak trailing by 3. Pass over to Monday, attacking the basket all the way. Throws up a nice running floater. Baseline, Ralph Monday buries it. 20-19. Southern Stars can take one shot here. Shot clock's off. McAfee with it. Guarded closely by Peters. Now 10 on the game clock in this first quarter. McAfee's going to make a move all the way to the basket. Nice penetration off the glass. Ring rolls it in. Now 3 on the clock. Monday with it. He has to throw up one. It looks like they were unaware of what was happening with that time clock, and Monday kind of put Peters in a tough position, forcing him to try to take that shot. But that's going to do it for the first quarter action. 22-19. The Southern Stars taking the lead going to the second quarter, and we'll be right back. And welcome back to second quarter action here. Derek Spallone, Casey Rutznick joining me. Game 3 of the Global Basketball Pro Review on the final day. Southern Stars with a 22-19 lead coming into the second quarter. Point Streak has possession. Peters with it, calls for the high screen. Oh, great find by Peters, but the layup just can't be completed, looks like, by number 10, Margray. So Trotter with it, kicks it out. And a three at the top is off the mark, but offensive rebound by Trotter. And he's going to go back up, and he can't finish either. Defensive rebound, Granado. Johnson with the pull-up jumper at the free throw line, buried. Put it up for the wrong side, but
had a little trouble with the scorekeeping so far in this tournament.
D3 off the mark, but defensive rebound, Corral by Peters. Now Peters trying to run it. Looks like gonna have to have officials timeout here, as it looks like a little issue with the score, but nothing too major.
I think they've got it corrected now.
22-21 here. Point Streak with possession. 18 on the shot clock. Johnson using his screen by Granado. Looking underneath for him. But he's immediately double-teamed. And the kick out by Mary Gray. Oh, great find to Johnson, and Johnson's going to nail that one. So earlier, Johnson had a great find, and Mary Gray couldn't complete the layup, but then Mary Gray's able to get Johnson for a nice jumper. 23-22. A wide open corner three is buried by number 11, Nick Turner, the 6'3" guard, to put the Southern Stars back on top. It looks like it was going to be a deep two, actually. So now Turner with it right after his make. Oh, stolen away by Boyce, and he has a wide open lane. And it's showtime. There we go. Great slam by number 5, Deion Boyce, the 6'5" forward, to give Point Streak the lead back.
You see Granado sneaking up there with him. What an alley-oop.
Yeah.
He wanted all the glory on that jam.
You would have thrown him the hoop, though, right, Casey?
I would have. Yeah, I'm a passer.
Get your assist up. Now Trotter with it. And he's going to take a deep corner three, and he buries it. And that's what we've been waiting for. It's only a matter of time before Trotter could heat up. And when he does, we know he has can heat up quickly. He's got that microwave ability, just like in the 2K feature. 27-25. Southern Stars back on top. Peters turns the ball over. So the Stars on transition. Kicked out to Trotter. And Trotter's going to hit that.
Here he goes.
Ray laying, and just like we mentioned, he could heat up in bunches. 29-25. Oh, Granado can't finish the layup. So Turner gets the defensive rebound. They don't have numbers, but they're still going to push it. And Trotter nearly tried to jump over the head of Peters.
Foul called on Peters, too. Blocking that alley-oop. Got to make Trotter earn it at the line here.
And it looks like a timeout is going to be taken here by Point Streak. So when we come back, we'll have rest of second quarter action for you, first half action. Don't go anywhere. And welcome back out of the timeout. Derek Splone joined by Casey Rusnick. Game 3 of the Global Basketball Summer League Pro Review on the final day as Trotter buries the first free throw out of the timeout for the Southern Stars. Casey, we've really seen a back and forth, several lead changes on both sides, and it looks like, as we mentioned before, the Southern Stars very much dominating on the boards.
Yeah, this game is for third place, so try to get on that medal stand, get the bronze around their neck.
Go as Trotter buries a pair. So we've got 31-25 here, 6:46 left in this first half of basketball. 18 on the shot clock for Point Streak. Mary Gray with it, drives baseline. Oh, nearly great defense by C.J. Trotter. Nearly poked it off of Mary Gray. So now 12 on the shot clock for Point Streak, inbound underneath their basket again. Granado up top, gets it to Johnson. Johnson will use the screen, but he's going to get all the way to the basket. Oh, great defense by Trotter. Coming out of nowhere to deflect that one. Oh, and it looks like Turner thought about it too much, had numbers, but didn't want to pass. So now Johnson with it again. Great find underneath. What a pass by Johnson and great connection. And Granado there, the true center we talked about, who shows his spurts and his signs that he can be a huge playmaker.
That's what he does better right there. Eat up a lot of space and guard the rim.
It's that wild shot by Duvall's off. So now Johnson with it, going to go back to the post. Granado's going to go to work. Oh, and a block. But it looks like a foul is going to be called. Looks like on Duvall, but we'll wait for confirmation. Oh, they're going to call it on C.J. Trotter. Correction.
I thought that one was going to go against Gerald Devon, and Trotter hit it cleanly, but just the opposite, I guess.
Right. Granado nails the first one. 31-28 here. Just under 6 minutes left in this first half. A couple substitutions made for the Southern Stars, who are clinging on to this lead. Second free throw is up, and Granado buries a pair. It's always nice when your center could bury a pair of free throws.
Yeah, there's a lot of good big men that could shoot free throws in this one.
Yeah, 31-29 here. Southern Stars up 2. 10 on the shot clock. Trotter with it. He's going to pull up for a deep three off the mark. Defensive rebound, Peters. And Peters is going to push it. It's to Mary Gray. Mary Gray tried to get it to Granado, but just a little bit off. Let him a little bit too far. So Southern Stars get the possession back. As McAfee kicks it right over to number 10, Parker. Back to Parker. Parker free throw line jumper is short. And defensive rebound corralled by Johnson. Johnson calls for the screen from Granado, uses it. And a top of the key three-pointer off the mark by Peters, but an offensive rebound scrambled down by Mary Gray. Now 15 on the shot clock here for Point Streak. Over to Johnson. Johnson penetrated inside. Gets it over to Granado. Granado in the post. Going one-on-one. And bounces around a few times, but can't get the friendly roll. And a foul is going to be called on Granado. It's a tough sequence of events right there. Just members of the role, I guess you could say. When it's your day, it's going to fall, and when it's not, it's unfortunate like that. Bounces around a couple times. And then he gets called for the foul. Parker with it, penetrating all the way to the basket, gets it stripped away. Peters comes up with it. Now Peters with it. And a corner three is way short by number 5. Oh, nearly stolen, and Trotter gets it back. Trotter all the way to the basket. Nice up and under move. Fancy with that one, but works nonetheless.
Steals it right off the Granado pass. Good finish.
Great lay-in right back here for Point Streak. 33-31 now, just under 4 minutes.
Deion Boyce on the score.
And a shot clock violation. Didn't even seem like they had any intention of shooting that one.
No, Patrick Duger very unaware of where the shot clock was at. And some players or coaches or someone's got to yell something. It's quiet out there.
Right. So now Mary Gray pushing up for Point Streak. This is a chance for Point Streak. Oh, nearly traveled there, but gets it out of his hands. Now feed it down low to Granado. Oh, Granado, nice big man move, and he finishes off the glass. All knotted up at 33 here. 3 minutes left in this first half of action. And a timeout is going to be taken by the Southern Stars as they saw this lead quickly diminish. And don't go anywhere. We'll come back right after this timeout. And we're back here. Derek Splone, Casey Rusnick here. Game 3 of the Global Basketball Pro Review. The final day. Third place game, as you mentioned, as we just saw the championship game, which was more blown out than any, as this nice, right out of the timeout, is number 1, McAfee. And he's going to go to the line for a chance to convert a three-point play.
And a great falling away shot there by Dwan McAfee.
Trying to get the players in for the free throw to be able to go up at least. So no lane violation happens, and unable to convert the three-point play is McAfee. But they'll still take the lead nonetheless, 35-33 here. 15 on the shot clock for a Point Streak, penetrating to the basket. Gets tangled up underneath as Peters and McAfee, and it looks like a foul is going to be called.
McAfee can't believe it, but at least he get a jump ball out of that. Still gets whistled for the foul.
So now Peters sideline out of bounds in front of the Stars bench. 2.5 minutes here in this first half action. 35-33. Southern Stars in front. Nice shot by Marygray, falling away, and he buries it. 35-35. All knotted up again. Hosley with it. Back on the floor for the Stars. Morgan with it, now kicks her back over to McAfee. McAfee guarded closely by Peters. Pull-up jump shot is buried. Wow, what a shot by Dwan McAfee. We've seen some two nearly falling away shots.
Yeah, he's a lot like C.J. Trotter. He can get it going.
As Hosley steals the ball away from Johnson. He's going to go all the way to the basket, off the glass. Nearly got tangled up too. So a quick 4-0 run for the Southern Stars to push this lead to 4 with just about 90 seconds left in this first half. Looks like a foul is going to be called on Morgan. He got tangled up with Mary Gray. Each team not fouling too much, only 3 team fouls apiece. Now Peters with all the way to the basket. Nice move, can't finish, but an offensive rebound putback for Point Streak. cutting the deficit to 2. And a quick lay-in can't be converted, but nearly chased down, it looked like, by Parker. He lets it go, and it looks like it's going to be last touch point streak.
Credit for that last basket is going to go to Dion Boyce. We're still trying to figure out who the other number 5 is. That's wearing the blue undershirt out there.
Nonetheless, an athletic way and way to stick with it for that offensive putback. Looks like a loose ball foul. Going to be called on 13. Justin Johnson. A little confused on where it's going to be inbounded at, it looks like.
Changed their mind a couple times out there. They'll take it side out.
Once again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Derek Splone, joined by my partner and roommate, Casey Rusnick, taking over. Shout out to Dante. Happy birthday to Derek, our very own. Even though he spells his name with a CK. Shout out to Walt, Ollie up, and Madison. Nice hook shot inside. 39-37 here with just a minute left in this first half. All the way to the basket. Wow, is Johnson. He's going to go to the line for 3-point play. So we've seen a lot of that. These guys penetrating to the hole, mainly floaters. We haven't seen as much guys really getting out fast breaks. It looks like more of the half-court offense, so to speak. I know guys are trying to, but it seems like they're kicking it back out and pushing it, as opposed to pushing it, rather.
One of the more impressive things I've seen in this tournament is guys' abilities to finish after contact. A lot of N1 opportunities in this tournament.
Which is good with the body control and just the ability to. That shows strength too, you know, to get the ball up, even if you're getting grabbed down by a 6'10" defender or whomever. A reverse layup off the mark. Duvall, who had a hot start, can't get that one to fall. A fast break. Whoa, nice fast break, and there we go. The few rare runs we see, and Gernardo finishes off the right side glass. 42-39 point streak. All the way to the basket, drawing the foul. Looks like it's number 10, Parker. Foul's going to be called, looks like, on Gernardo. So Parker going to go to the line for a pair. There's the first one. And the second one is good. Parker buries a pair. It's about a 4-second differential between game clock and shot clock, maybe a little less. So either way, Southern Stars will get a chance to possibly take the lead if Point Streak is unable to capitalize on this offensive possession. So Johnson with it. Now 10 on the game clock. Johnson's going to pull a free throw line jumper, and it's off the mark. Oh, near offensive rebound. Great hustle by Gernardo, and Peters and a hand on it, just couldn't corral it in.
Step break, you want to finish up the last shot here. Just 4.7 seconds left.
4.7, they'll get it in Nosley, and he's going to have to race down. Now 2 on there. And he's going to pull up for a 3. Way off the mark, but 42-41, and Point Streak's going to head to the bench with a 1-point lead in a game that very much could have ran away for the Southern Stars. They could have ran away with this lead.
Yeah, back and forth, back and forth. These teams really want that third place title. They play well in this tournament, don't want to go home with nothing.
And we'll be back for the second half of action. It's sure to be a great one. Derek Splone, Casey Rusnick, don't go anywhere.
Welcome back to the Doolittle Center here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Casey Rustick along with Derek Spallone. He'll be back in just a second here. Still unsure of number 5 in white point streak. Still trying to figure that out is Derek Spallone. So Cordarius Johnson here, top of the key. Dion Boyce, we know who that number 5 is. He'll rattle home a 2. Derek's still working on the name. Brandon Hosley for the Southern Stars. On the screen from Gerald Devon. Hosley gives it to him down low. Vaughn backing in, gonna kick it out. Sean Vaughn, kick out for 3. And looks like an offensive foul was called underneath the basket. $9:15 remains here in the third quarter, 44-41. Point streak leads the Southern Stars. Inside for Cordarius Johnson, and Dion Boyce is fouled. With that, I'll return things to Derek Spallone.
Hey, we're back, Casey. No,
I'm sorry.
No worries. Glad to be back, Casey, after that interesting sequence of events. Just trying to find out the names. Turns out we had it in front of us the whole time.
Just different guy wearing a different jersey in this one. Throws all of us off.
But yeah, as we get back to action here, looks like Johnson splits a pair of free throws, 45-41. Still holding on to a 4-point lead here, just in the opening minutes of this second half, which we're, if it continues this pace of play, could be a very exciting one. So Johnson with it, uses the screen by Boyce. Now to Boyce. Johnson calls for the screen. Great cross-court pass, and the jump shot is off the mark, but possible goaltending looks like it's going to be called, as Raming's shot was up, or a foul, correction. Foul is going to be called. Looked like you, yeah.
You really could have called a number of things right there. It was a mess down there. The basket.
So now Johnson with it. 20 on the shot clock. He's going to penetrate to the hole. Cross-court pass to Raming. Raming, corner 3, is going to kick it up top for a better three-point opportunity. It's buried by DeJuan Tate, and a great way to make the extra pass. So they extend this lead to 7 here, 48-41. Parker with it. Going to give it right over to Morgan. Morgan's going to try to feed it down low. Immediately double team. Drawing the foul is number 4, Duger. And it looks like the foul is going to be called on Tate, who just buried the 3 moments ago.
Real back and forth game here, but point streak opening up by 7 here to start this third quarter.
Duger's first free throw off the mark. Yeah, a lot of missed opportunities kind of on both sides of the ball, at least from the charity stripe, which you would think would be kind of a mental thing. Like you said, it could also be fatigue, just the wear and tear of constantly running the floor and playing in, what'd you say, 23rd game of the week, or, however. Some of these guys are playing back-to-back tournaments, so.
Right. 6 games in 6 days for some of these guys.
Oh, huge block by Tate off the glass. Nearly recovered by Morgan, who just had a shot blocked. And as we see again, athleticism is plentiful in this league, or tournament, rather. Going to put 21 on the shot clock here. 48-41, still in favor of point streak. So Boyce to inbound it. Gets an end of Monday. Now Raming with it, up top. Penetrates, uses a great dump pass to Boyce. And Boyce uses his body to get in great positioning off the glass for Boyce and extends the lead to 9. Seemed like he wouldn't have been able to make a play under the basket, so great way to use his body there, body control. Emilio, yeah. Boyce. Yeah. Tate, a deep 3 off the mark. Moments ago, a basket looked like, I believe, number 12, correct, for the Southern Stars just moments ago. Looks like, yeah, Davao with it. So 50-43 here. 7 minutes left in this third quarter. 20 brand new shot clock. We're inbounding it underneath the basket. It's Raming. Now Tay with it. Thought about going baseline. But instead kicks it back out. And a better shot opportunity by Boyce. Just about 10 feet in, but can't bury it. All the way to the basket. Wide open is Parker. Looks like Point Streak may have screened their own guy and was able to get around that. Now Monday with the pull-up jumper on the corners, off the mark. Defensive rebound, Hosley, and he's going to try to push it. Gets it in the hands of Parker, who we know he could get to the basket. And he's shown that again. What a move by the end, Parker. He's going to go to the line for a three-point play, which is we've seen several of this afternoon, and in particular in this matchup.
Yeah, Deion Parker gets a lot of those and one opportunities. He's got another one here.
We're going to head to a timeout here. Looks like a full timeout is going to be called by Point Streak as they saw this lead slowly diminish as well. Derek Splone, Casey Rusnick, don't go anywhere. And we're back here out of the timeout. Derek Splone, Casey Rusnick here. Game 3 of the final day of the pro review here at the Global Basketball Summer League. Want to remind everybody, head on to globalbasketball.com following every game. We have brand new content coming out, interviews, reports, and you could see the streamed game as well. Also the Instagram page at Global Basketball. Looks like a foul is going to be called out of that timeout. A little bit of scrambled as well.
That foul was called on Sean Morgan for the Southern Stars.
So Johnson with it. 10 on the shot clock. Penetrating to the bucket. Nearly trips up and fell down. Now 5 on the clock. Peter's got to make a move, and it's got to be fast. And he does it under, but he gets a wide. Wow. What a shot as this shot clock is tickering down. And the Southern Stars coach could do nothing but just put his hands on his head because there was no better defense he could have done there.
Toughness there from Patrick Duggar. He barely got contacted there. Everyone jumped right past him and missed the layup. Could have had an easy and one opportunity here. Instead, he's going to have to shoot 2.
.52-48 here. Point Streak still clinging to this lead with 5:41 in the opening quarter of the second half as the first free throw is buried by Duggar. Second one is up, and it is off the mark. Defensive rebound corralled by Tate. And they'll get it into the hands of Peters. Peters, who just hit a very clutch shot as the shot clock just expired earlier, or moments ago rather. Now Tate with it, working baseline. Nice spin move. Can't finish, but a foul is going to be called as he goes up in there. Looked like the ball may have been poked away there, but
yeah, Sean Morgan can't believe it. Spin move, I think he just lost it. And Morgan kind of had his leg in there, I guess, but I'm not sure if that was enough for a foul.
Nonetheless, Tate's going to the line, and he bears the first one.
Morgan and Hosley going to come out, along with Patrick Duggar.
And in that first half, Casey, as we got the box score, rather, point streak was shooting just about 55%, and the Southern Stars 50%, so it really has been that close of a battle.
Morgan will in fact stay in, correction.
So now Parker with it after Tate buries a pair. Looks like a foul is going to be called on Johnson. Sideline out of bounds is going to be Trotter with 5:08 left in this third quarter and 14 on shot clock. And it looks like a traveling violation is going to be called. Little too excited was DeVal as he had a very nice positioning in the post. Just couldn't decide what to do with his feet. Now Peters with it, gets it in the hands of Monday. Monday worked by Trotter, but Monday's going to draw the foul. And they're calling it pretty close here, as Trotter gets called for that one.
Yeah, they're not letting the guys get away with too much here, but it's been equal for both sides, I think.
So now Monday's going to have a chance for two. First one's off the mark from Monday. Talking with Monday earlier in the week, guy from Los Angeles played in the Mighty Drew League, very good pro-am that features NBA guys like James Harden, Paul George, Kevin Durant, Brandon Jennings. So he's got to experience some solid competition. And the free throw is up, and it is buried for Monday. Six-point lead here, just under 5 minutes. Trotter has possession. Oh, nice move by Trotter. Just can't finish, and Peters comes up with it. Over to Tate. Tate, a wide-open three. He's a three-point specialist, and he buries it. What a shot by Dewan Tate. Just being ready and willing. Gaffey's going to try his own, and it's way off the mark. Kind of a rush shot there.
Air ball by McAfee.
So now Peters with it. Just approaching 4 minutes in this third quarter. 13 on the shot clock. Monday with it into the post. Bernardo, great positioning. It's now right hook off the glass. Now extends this to a double-digit lead. All the way to the basket is number 12, DeVal, and he can't finish but gets his own offensive rebound putback. So 60-51 here. 3.5 minutes left in this third quarter. Pull-up jumper is buried. A short pull-up jumper by Johnson, who's shown to be a very solid perimeter shooter and also a very good slasher. And it looks like a foul is going to be called on Peters. Monday steals it away. Great read right there. Runs all the way to the basket, gets it over to Peters, and Peters finishes off the glass. Wow. That right side glass is really working well for Point Streak. It looks like a timeout is going to be called by the Southern Stars, as a great combination of Peters and Johnson extend this lead to 13. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back right after this timeout.
Back here at the Doolittle Center, under 3 minutes left here. Southern Stars ball. And poked away from DeJuan McAfee. And then Peters nearly surrendered it. Granado there to help him out. Derek Splone taking a second to settle some business as Quadarius Johnson shot off the mark. And Granado there on the finish.
I'm always coming late to the party, Casey.
Sorry, I'm always here for you.
There you go. Appreciate the backup. My man Casey rocking all the play-by-play this afternoon and the last 6-7 days, rather. So a well-deserved little mini break, even though you're still on the mic. And right out of that timeout, it continues the dominance for Point Streak. Granado getting into a little bit of a groove. Parker comes up with it, throws one up, can't get it. Granado with the defensive rebound. And they can run in transition, and they get it to Monday. Money's going to throw a cross-court heave to Johnson. Normally dangerous pass. Tate with it. So, Casey, you see how quickly, I mean, we've seen that all 6-7 days, how quickly a lead can escalate to from 10 to 20 to 30 back down to single digits, and we've seen that on display right here. When the offense is really flowing for one team, they can put points up in bunches, and when you get one team out of their rhythm, as Point Streak has been able to do in regards to the Southern Stars, that's when they're able to really take advantage.
Yeah, Southern Stars better hope that the streak of streaks, I guess, will continue.
Mary Gray tried to find Granado off that screen. Instead, it's poked away, it looks like. So Johnson, he inbounds it. Gets it into the hands of Peters. We have two Johnsons on the floor, so I should be more descriptive. We have Justin Johnson, who is wearing number 13, and Cordarius Johnson, who's wearing number 2. All the way to the basket. Nice move is number 4, Duger, who we've seen him get to the hole many times. It's just a matter of can he convert from the free throw line.
Yeah, Duger, a bit of a rough game yesterday. I didn't see him in his first game here at the Pro Review, but he's having himself a nice game here.
It's been kind of the source of offense for the Southern Stars as of late in regards to this afternoon. And the three-point play cannot be converted. Still struggling from the free throw line is the Southern Stars, but in particular Duger, who has to kind of take that leadership role right now, as he's really the only one that's able to get the ball to fall through the net. A nice running floater for point streak. I believe Justin Johnson. 70-53 here. Southern Stars with it. 10 on the shot clock. Pull-up three is off the mark by Turner. Granato's going to take a three off the mark. Could have went 2 for 1 there, but they'll get another possession right before this period ends. And a foul is going to be called prior to shots so off the ball. (70-53) here. It's going to be no shot clock after these free throws, so Point Streak will have a chance to put some more points on the board before the third period and heading into the fourth. First one's up, and it is off the mark, front rim. Once again, thanks everybody tuning in or staying tuned for the whole global basketball. We had the international review that just completed a couple days ago and the pro review that's completing tonight. And I'm Derek Spallone alongside my man Casey Rusnick, and game 3 of this final day here. Bad foul right there, it looks like, on Turner. Not really sure what he was thinking on that one.
Yeah, it's going to see Marigray to the line here. 18 seconds left. Want to foul with a shot clock turned off.
Maybe they just want the last shot.
Could be. Could be.
As Marigray nails a pair. So now 15 seconds here. Shot clock's off, as you stated. 72-54. Point Streak with a huge lead. Nice move all the way to the basket. Mosley drawing contact. Looks like the foul is going to be called on Will Peters, the 6'1" guard for Point Streak. So now 2.5 on the clock, so maybe Point Streak just wanted the last shot.
2.5 seconds left. It's going to have to be a pretty long heave up the court. Of course, we've seen it done once. Remy Boswell hit a half quarter. That was on day 2 of this tournament, I believe. Seems like ages ago.
Yeah. First free throws off the mark for Osley. And he misses a pair. And they're all just going to throw it away. And that's going to do it for the third quarter of action as a late shot is off the mark. But a nice shot nonetheless. Derek Spallone, Casey Rusnick. Don't go anywhere. We'll bring you this fourth quarter action of Game 3. Stay tuned. Welcome back to this fourth quarter action. Derek Splone alongside my right-hand man, Casey Rusnick, bringing you this fourth quarter action. As I just stated here, Game 3 of the Global Basketball Pro Review on this last day. We've seen a dominant performance, 72-54 in favor of Point Street, Casey. And how did this lead just get out of hand?
I would say Point Street is doing a lot less than the Southern Stars just did. Turn the ball over.
Right. And what's interesting, too, is normally you think the team that is getting the most rebounds probably has a chance to run away with that. And I feel that in the beginning, at least, the Southern Stars were corralling a bunch of boards and very heavy on the glass. But I think it kind of simmered down, especially in the second half.
Yeah, that's why we saw the score a lot closer than what it is now.
So now Turner with it is going to pull up within the lane, and he's going to get fouled. Possibly he's going to be called on number 0, Tate. Oh, it looks like it's going to be called on 10. Correction. Paul Marigray, the 6'4" guard.
Marigray can't believe it.
Yeah. First free throw was up, and it is buried for Turner. .72-55 here. Second free throw is up for Turner, and he buries both. So now take the ball up for Point Streak. And he's immediately fouled coming up the court by Morgan. So now Tate sideline out of bounds, gets it into Marigray. Bernardo nearly had Turner falling. Marigray's going to pull for a deep three. Wow. Had Turner stumbling, backpedaling. Marigray talking a little bit to Turner, letting him know.
You better be careful there as a foul gets called. Turner can do that as well.
Yeah.
He's going to be looking for a white 10 out there.
Be nice to see a little competitive battle between two guards. And they're still rambling on a little bit. Referee in the middle, make sure nothing escalates. But I think it's just a little, like you mentioned, competitive nature. You know, letting him know he's got the upper hand or who has the upper hand, especially in a third place game where either one of these teams could have been in the championship if some of their games just would have gone a little bit differently, you know? So. Great save back into the hands of Marigray, and just like that, he's putting up points in bunches.
Oh, weird play, but right off the hands of Mitchell Emilio, off the bottom of the backboard and into the hands of Marigray.
Now Turner penetrating, kicks it off over to Parker. Parker guarded by Emilio. All the way to the basket, and he's going to be fouled going up. So Parker's going to go to line for a pair. The foul's going to be called on Mitchell Emilio. .77-58 here in favor of Point Streak. 8:35 left in regulation of this third place game, as you mentioned earlier. Parker's able to convert from the charity stripe. 77-60 here. Oh, Bernardo throwing out a hand there. Looks like it would have. Looks like just the right place at the right time for Morgan to jump in front of that arm swing. Maybe a little bit of acting, but nonetheless, I guess when you're trailing, you do what you can to get the basketball back in your possession and get stops.
Real lucky break there for the Sun Stars, but hey, they haven't gotten too many of those in this game.
Right. One was bound to come about. Morgan free throw line, step back jumper is buried. Nice shot by Sean Morgan, the 6'7" forward off the bench. Oh, great pass all the way to Tate. And Tate's going to drive all the way to the basket using the baseline. He's going to get in front of the hoop and convert. He has a chance for a three-point play to convert. And a great pass from Mary Gray. I don't think everybody on the court is maybe surprised he was able to get that one to come through.
Yeah, a little football-style pass here. They're getting a professional team in Vegas coming soon in the Arena League.
There you go.
A preview.
Another pull-up jumper by Morgan's off the mark. Defensive rebound corralled by Justin Johnson. Now Justin Johnson running the break all the way to the basket. Nice dump pass to Granado. Finishes off the glass. And their points in the paint has increasingly improved every possession, it seems. All the way to the basket was Parker there. Nice finger roll off the glass. 81-64. Now Justin Johnson on the break. Corner three is up by Emilio. A little short. Hit side rim. Possession here for the Southern Stars. 7:24 left in this third plays game. Parker with it. Gets it over to Turner. Turner's going to pull up. And his shot's short. And he tried to get it into the face of Mary Gray.
Juan McAfee going to check in for Nick Turner here.
Well, Mary Gray's trying to split the double team. And he does, but it's still a sloppy ball. Justin Johnson able to still corral it despite both guards being double teamed. Double screen here. Looks like they're going over the head pass for Granado. He's going to throw it off the glass, and he's making everything seem easy.
Doesn't have too far to shoot the ball because they're how tall and long their arms are.
Now Hosley with it. He's had a little bit of a quiet afternoon. So Morgan inbounds at the Parker. Back to Morgan looking underneath for Ugers. Poked away. Mary Gray with it. Running the break. Gets it to wide open Tate. Wide open three and a rare miss. But an offensive putback. Great follow-up by Justin Johnson off of the Dewan Tate miss.
A lot of those in this game.
Working baseline pull-up jump shot at Gaffey, and he buries it. $85-66 here, just under 6 minutes. A nice short pull-up jump shot. Justin Johnson, too easy. Just a couple steps in front of the free throw line.
A row for Justin Johnson.
Duger trying to get some post position, couldn't, so instead of way off the mark shot by Parker from the perimeter. So now Justin Johnson with it, has Tate. And Tate's going to go all the way to the hole, and he's going to finish too. And the points in the run keeps running on. 4-point streak, 89-66. Who are sitting comfortably despite early on in the fourth quarter. No lead is ever particularly safe in this tournament. But they're living comfortably right now, and they'll take it. Looks like a kick ball. Possession will remain with point streak as a couple of substitutions will be made. Entering the ball game is CJ Trotter and number 12, Gerard Deva. Looks like Granado gets a well-deserved breather, and talk about his performance this afternoon.
Yeah, he's really dominating inside. Just a really big body, can eat up a lot of space. Also finishes very well off the glass.
Absolutely. Now that substitutes of Justin Johnson. Another free throw line jumper, and that one's just a little bit above. And he buries that one, a deep two.
Johnson's hot here.
Yeah. Now CJ Trotter with it. CJ Trotter's going to try to get on a roll, and like we mentioned, he can. And a nice jump shot for Trotter. Just a little inside on the left side. 91-68 here. Just approaching 15 on the shot clock. Justin Johnson with it, gets it over. A nice pull-up jumper is off the mark by Melio. And now they're trying to push it up ahead. Morgan all the way to the basket. Can't keep his body composure. Just get his own offensive rebound and puts it back up and in off the glass. Sean Morgan. 91-70 here. An offensive foul. Looks like it's going to be called as Paul Marigray tried to get position. Looks like a little bit of a hook around as he had the smaller defender in his sight. I believe that was number 3, Hosley. And we'll be back after this quick timeout. Don't go anywhere. And we're back here out of timeout. Southern Stars Charter looking inside, gets it into the hands of, couldn't necessarily see it underneath, I believe it was DeVoe. Still 91-72 here. Nice pull-up jump shot off the mark for Boyce, who was had a very nice first half, but a great heads-up hustle play by Ralph Monday. He puts it up and in, 93-72. DJ Trotter with a deep three and didn't draw any iron on that one. Yeah. I think it's just a little bit of desperation shots here, just trying to heave up to do anything to get back in the game.
Yeah, back on the other end, Dario Ridley with a nice save out of bounds to get that ball to Monday.
Perfect. Now Monday with it, guarded closely by Trotter, feeds it inside to Boyce. Boyce will turn around, pull-up jumper, off the mark, but offensive rebound. Justin Johnson, who's having the game of his life, and it's paid dividends. As you mentioned, both teams competing for this third-place game. And on the other end, a great bounce pass. Hosley gives it to Morgan for a two-handed slam. So Justin Johnson still with it. He's going to throw up another running floater, and everything that Justin Johnson is throwing up is falling in.
He can't miss. I don't know if this is the game of his life, but it certainly is the fourth quarter of his life.
And it looks like an offensive foul is going to be called on Gerard DeVal. 99-74. So point streak very close to that century mark. Just needed one bucket in the next 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And with the way their offense is flowing, they'll be there. Now Cordarius Johnson with it, who had a very, very good second and third quarter. Pull-up three is up, and it is off the mark for Marigray. So now Morgan with it, pushing it up for the Southern Stars. All the way to the basket is Morgan for an easy lay-in off the glass. 97-76 here. Just under 2 minutes now in this third-place game. Derek Spallone, Casey Rusnak bringing you this Game 3 action on the final day of the Summer League here for Global Basketball Pro Review. Great find underneath Boyce. Couldn't get possession, but Justin Johnson, it's in his hands, and well, you know what that means when it's in his hands and the shot's going up in this fourth quarter. Now Monday with it. A deep two is off the mark, but another offensive rebound by Boyce. He's playing phenomenal.
Point streak really starting to dominate underneath the Southern Stars basket now.
I guess they went back down to 97, so now it's 98. Still could get the century mark. As Justin Johnson gets a nice little standing ovation by his bench, rather. Little show of sign of gratitude for his great performance to secure this third place game. As both free throws were just buried earlier, and a nice deep three is nailed here. McAfee, there you go.
Shot clock didn't quite start up right there, so take it out of bounds.
Amir Gray with it all the way to the basket. A little changed up in the air. Cordarius Johnson still lines up with the 9 on the shot clock. He's going to short pull-up jumper off the mark. Great. Fly to the hoop by Trotter to secure that rebound. And they're still running the break, and Turner's going to get to the hole, and it's going to be easy off the glass. So 100 to 81 here. Reach the century mark. Now 15 on the shot clock. Peters with it for a point streak. We'll have to get a shot up. So Cordarius Johnson will take a wide open three, and he will way off the mark. Rebounded by DeVal. Now pushing ahead is Trotter, and he's going to try to fly all the way to the hoop, and he has a great stride. Great first step. Off the glass. 183 here as this dwindling seconds. 15 now on the shot clock. About a 7-second differential between shot clock and game clock. Trying to fight Cordarius Johnson. It's poked away. And it looks like out of bounds. Possession arrow is going to remain with the point streak. And they could just dribble it out. 183. Casey, what was the answer to this victory?
Just keeping better care of the ball than the Southern Stars did. And really cleaned up well underneath the glass as well. I think that was the key.
Put 2 back on the shot clock here, so we'll have to throw up something. Smayer getting inbounded in front of his bench, gets it to Cordarius Johnson. Johnson, another attempt at a 3 off the mark. Defensive rebound. Corralled, and Parker's going to throw up a half-court heave. And that's off, and that's all she wrote. The point streak keeps a 17-point, wins by 17, 183, third-place champions. And as you mentioned, it was just a tale of 2 halves, really. I mean, a very close first half in which it seemed the Southern Stars would have a lot of momentum coming to the second half due to the fact that they were dominating on the boards, Casey. But opening up the second half, you look at, I mean, just the opposite, like you said. You wanted to run and momentum, and Point Streak had that.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of fatigue set in there for the Southern Stars. Game 23 here. The guys have got to be pretty tired by now.
Absolutely. Well, that'll do it for us over here. Darius Blow and Casey Rusnak. And don't go anywhere. We'll have the final game of the afternoon and the tournament right here, globalbasketball.com.